The Poway Unified School District resuming limited on-campus education for pre and elementary school students. Meanwhile, the governor has announced the Safe Schools plan to bring the youngest students back into the classroom. We're joined by Kisha Borden, president of the San Diego Education Association. Kisha, thank you so much for being with us. Very tough one here. You have very strong opinions on both sides of this issue of whether or not kids should be brought into the classroom right now. Does the association have an opinion on that?
I think for many of the same reasons that we just heard from the local nurse, we are very concerned about the high infection rates in our communities. The governor's stay-at-home order gave us some hope that those rates would start to decline, and we're hopeful that they will continue to decline, but with that stay-at-home order lifted, the possibility of those rates increasing are real.
Kisha, as you know, parents in particular have had very strong feelings about wanting to get their kids back in the classroom. And there has been one plan floated where you would have a parent supervising the kids in the classroom, and then the teacher would still be teaching remotely with, I guess, an iPad or a computer of the teacher in the classroom to teach the lessons. What's your thought on that, if you've heard about that?
I had not heard about that plan, but that's definitely an option and something that is a possibility. We have worked with San Diego Unified to create opportunities for students to come in. Right now, we have appointments that are available for our struggling students, our most vulnerable students who can come in to campus and receive support, who can take part in assessments that are not easily done online. And so that option is available now. We are working with the district to try to expand participation and availability for more students to participate in this phase one plan.
What are you hearing from your teachers? Is there anything that they think could be done in the classroom that would make them feel safe to be there?
Well, I think all along we have been working on making sure there's adequate PPE, there's cleaning when we thought it was that surfaces were an issue. Now that we know aerosols are more of an issue, hearing from our health experts, we have worked with the district to make sure that our ventilation systems are adequate. Our schools are varying degrees of age. There are some schools that windows don't open, so we can't open windows to get adequate ventilation. So we've made sure that the correct filters are available, that air filtration machines are available in certain rooms. So that we've worked with the district to get testing available at the majority of our school sites. And now we're hoping that teachers can get vaccines as soon as possible.
You've given a very long list of measures there. Are those enacted already, or those are things that you want to see done?
Yes, we have those. The PPE is available at schools. Our district has invested in making sure there's PPE. The ventilation systems have been worked on and evaluated, so we believe those are up to standards now. The testing is being rolled out at every school, and now we're waiting on vaccines. But I think the final and most important is getting those community infection rates down to more acceptable levels.
Gotcha, regardless of whether or not there are vaccinations that have been given to the teachers or not.
Well, of course, vaccinations are just one part, and they do not offer ultimate protection for everyone. I think they reduce the illness, but again, our students are not vaccinated. We're concerned about our students taking it home to elderly grandparents or their families. We're worried about our educators taking it home to their elderly parents. A lot of our educators are sort of in the sandwich generation, taking care of children and parents. And so just being vaccinated, especially if it's only the adults, is not going to be in 100%, but I think it's very promising. And so we are, like I said, looking for ways to bring more students on campus.
Kisha Borden is president of the San Diego Education Association. Kisha, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.